All right, everybody, ready to dig in? Today, we're heading deep underground. Well, not literally. We're tackling mining equipment mechanics. I mean, I think big machines, tough workplaces, but is that just Hollywood? I'm ready to find out.
Yeah, it's a world most of us only see on
Yeah.
TV, right? That's what makes these deep dives so interesting.
Hmm.
We've got some RoleCatcher stuff. They're all about careers, and they've got this whole thing on being a mining equipment mechanic. Apparently, it's way more than meets the eye.
Okay, so beyond the whole fixing things thing, what's the real deal here?
That's just, it's not just fixing stuff when it breaks. RoleCatcher makes it clear this role is about the entire life of the machine. Installation, keeping things running smoothly, troubleshooting. And get this, adapting to new tech constantly.
New tech? Like, what are we talking here? This
Yeah.
isn't your grandpa's wrench set, right?
No way. Think self-driving trucks in the mines, AI telling you what's wrong. This industry's using seriously cutting-edge stuff. So yeah, part of the job is learning, keeping up, or you get left behind.
So less greasy garage, more like spaceship control center with all that tech.
Exactly. Got to be careful with computers, sensors, the whole digital toolkit. Far cry from what people picture, that's for sure.
And RoleCatcher mentioned this tech boom is happening while the mining industry itself is booming. That said something like 4% growth coming soon. What's that mean for someone thinking about this as a job?
Well, for starters, job security. This isn't some fad that'll disappear. Actually, the more things grow, the more they need skilled mechanics to handle these complex machines.
Okay, so in demand, cool tech. Sounds pretty sweet so far, but gotta be real. No job's perfect, right? They mentioned the tough stuff too. It could be dangerous, long hours, even having to travel for work. No sugarcoating it.
Definitely got to be realistic. Yeah, mining can be risky, but they're all about safety. Training's intense, the rules are strict, that's industry standard. As for the hours and travel, well, depends on your personality. Some people, that's adventure. New places, different projects every time. Not your average 9 to 5, that's for sure.
Right, some folks need a routine, others, they'd go crazy. So, if you're up for a little unpredictability, don't mind getting your hands dirty for real. This could be it. What about the good stuff, though? Beyond the thrill, what are the perks?
The money's good. RoleCatcher's data shows these mechanics, they make bank. Often more than other skilled trades, on average.
Music to my ears. So we've got good money, cool tech to play with, jobs are out there, but it's hard work, could be dangerous, and maybe you're gone a lot. Sounds like really got to know yourself to decide if it's the right fit.
Self-awareness is key. What are you good at? What are you not good at? What do you actually want out of a job, you know?
Right. So someone who likes working with their hands, figuring things out, and a little grease doesn't scare them off, this could be worth a look.
That's it. Exploration is key. And what I like about RoleCatcher is they don't just throw info at you. They give you ways to make sense of it all.
Like what? Give us the inside scoop. So they help you figure out if this whole mechanic thing is for you, but what about actually landing a job? Seems like experience would be huge.
Well, experience always helps, for sure. But RoleCatcher, they highlight that there's a real path, you know? You start entry level, work your way up. Not like you need 20 years experience just to get a foot in the door.
Okay, so walk us through that. If someone's starting out, what's the usual route for a mining equipment mechanic?
Well, a lot of trades, it's like apprenticeship, right? Or you're assisting the senior mechanics, learning the ropes. Hands-on from day one, someone showing you how it's really done.
So you're not just fetching coffee, you're actually in there, getting your hands dirty, learning.
That's the idea. You're soaking it all up, getting good at what needs doing, proving yourself. Then, as you get better, more confident, you get more independent work, bigger projects. Eventually, you're the one showing the new folks how it's done.
Okay, so there's real growth there. And the pay, I'm guessing that goes up as you get more experience, more responsibility.
Bingo. And here's where those certifications come in, right? RoleCatcher, they stress this. Get those industry-recognized certs. Your earning potential skyrockets. Plus, more doors open, job-wise. Shows employers you're serious. Got the schools to back it up.
Like leveling up in a video game, but with actual money this time. What's cool is RoleCatcher doesn't just say get certified. They actually help you do it, that whole knowledge and learning section.
Exactly. They empower you, you know. Partnered up with all these places that do courses, training, all specific to this mechanic stuff. It's like a roadmap, but for your career, not just a map.
Speaking of roadmaps, let's talk interviews. Even with skills, experience, gotta nail that interview. This seems to be where RoleCatcher really stands out.
For sure. They've got tons of resources for that. But the cool part is, it's not just the basic stuff you see everywhere. They actually looked at, like, thousands of job postings, specifically for mining equipment mechanics. figured out what employers really want.
So you're not just practicing your handshake hoping for the best. You walk in knowing what this industry wants to see specifically.
You got it. Tailor your resume, your answers, you hit those key points. Hiring manager sees that. They know you get it. You're ready to work.
It's like an unfair advantage almost, like having a cheat sheet, but legit. And then they have this whole database of practice questions too.
Over 120,000 last I checked. And not random ones either. Stuff specific to this job, technical stuff, problem solving, safety procedures, you name it.
So you can practice those tough questions, the ones they'll actually ask. Get comfortable talking about your experience in a way that clicks with these employers. That's huge.
It really is. And the best part, they've got this AI thing, gives you feedback, you practice your answers, it tells you how you're doing, what to improve, even your body language.
Hold on, it's like having a personal coach, but AI, and it's always there. That's wild. So we've got the job itself, how your career goes, certifications, now how to crush the interview. RoleCatcher thought of everything. But I want to go back to something earlier, this work. It matters, right?
It does. Easy to forget. We see the final product, buildings, cars, whatever, but who's getting those raw materials?
And keeping the machines running that get that stuff. That's our mining equipment mechanic.
Exactly. They keep those massive things going, make sure we've got the stuff we need for, well, everything, really.
Unsung heroes, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, without them, so much just stops.
It's a lot of responsibility for sure, but it shows you how important this career path is. Not just fixing a machine, you're part of this whole system.
That's got to feel good knowing your work has that impact, right?
Totally. Knowing you're contributing, it's a powerful motivator.
More than a job, it's like a calling, almost. Okay, I'm starting to sound like a recruitment ad, haha. But seriously, the more we dig in, the cooler it gets. It's wild, right? Like we're so used to just having things, but we never think about all the work, all the people involved to make that happen.
It's true. And these deep dives, that's what I love. You shine a light on these jobs, the people behind the scenes making it all work.
So anyone listening, if you're even a little curious, if big machines are cool to you, if you like solving problems, working with your hands, this could be it, you know? It's worth checking out.
Totally. And don't think behind the scenes means boring. This is high-tech stuff, lots of room to grow. Get really good at it.
And RoleCatcher, they're awesome for this. Their guides, the interview prep, even connecting you to training. It's like having someone in your corner career-wise.
They even have the numbers on pay, so you can see what you'd make, different places, different experience levels. Makes a difference, making smart choices about your future.
No doubt about it. Knowledge is power. And speaking of, here's something to think about as we wrap up today. Imagine you're not just fixing these mining machines, you're designing the next generation. What would you change? What would make them even better?
Ooh, good one to leave folks with. Makes you think bigger picture, right? Not just the job now, but where it's all going. How'd you shape that?
Exactly. Not just a mechanic, but an innovator, solving problems, part of something huge.
Who knows? Maybe this is what sparks the next engineering genius, right? All from this deep dive.
I like it. So if you're ready to dig in metaphorically speaking, head over to RoleCatcher.com, see what you find.
And until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep those gears turning.
See you on the next deep dive.